Hello everybody, and welcome back to another subscriber shoutout / channel update video. This will be an update for February 9th, 2014. So first off, I would like to welcome all the newcomers that came over to my channel because of Vex. Recently, Vex played a little bit of Legendary with PMS Proxy and I. We had him join us for a couple different areas just because we thought it'd be fun. He's a cool guy, he made the map, and he's very trolly, and he proved all those points while he was playing with us. So not only was he cool enough to actually agree to join a couple lowly YouTubers like the two of us, but he was also kind enough to record and release those videos on his own channel. And I really appreciate that. So Vex, if you're watching, thanks a lot for hanging out and just having a good time with us. And if you found out about either Proxy or I because of those videos, welcome to the channel. I guess welcome to Proxy's channel too, if you went and checked her out. I don't know. But yes, I'd just like to welcome you guys. Thanks for coming over and checking me out. And I'll give you a quick rundown of what this video is like. I do these semi-regularly, and then just kind of a quick rundown of the channel as well, if you happen to be one of those newcomers. So this video, I like to combine kind of news for the channel along with shoutouts for people who have subscribed recently. When I get new subscribers, I get an email through Gmail, because everything is connected nowadays, telling me who it was that subscribed. That is, of course, if people show that publicly, I suppose you could say. So then I do my best to track those down, and every once in a while do these kind of videos so I can just say hi to everybody individually. So I won't be able to do that, you know, forever if I do manage to get bigger as far as YouTube is concerned, but I want to do it for as long as I possibly can, because subscribers / viewers / you people out there, you really mean a lot to me. Doing YouTube videos would not be nearly as much fun if I didn't have people to interact with while making those videos. So this is just my way of saying hi and saying thanks for spending time with me on my channel. Speaking of the channel, I do have a couple new things to talk about. Obviously you're seeing a game that's relatively new to my channel, Spelunky, in the background. This is a run that I recorded because I wanted to have, a background for this video, and I figured I'd probably do a couple runs because I'm still pretty rusty at Spelunky. I've watched a lot of Spelunky, but I'm very new to playing it, and this is actually, for me, an absolutely amazing run. I got much further in the game than I expected to this early on in my playing career of it. So I was very impressed by myself. I hope you guys enjoy the run in the background. It's not flawless, but for me, being as derpy as I am, I feel like I played pretty well, and I'm pretty proud of how it went. So hopefully you will enjoy that in the background. But yes, I've done one Spelunky video before this, and I've played quite a lot in between recording that video and this video, and I hope to do a decent amount more of Spelunky in the future. I know it's not a new game by any means, but it's a game that I really enjoy. I've been having a lot of fun playing it, so hopefully I'll be able to do a couple daily challenges as videos here and there, and I've got a few friends, a few new acquaintances as well that play this, so it'd be kind of fun to compare scores with them and stuff like that. So expect to be seeing more Spelunky in the future. I got a little off track there, but I'll go ahead and do a few more news bits here. I've been playing through the map Vigilis Oculus by Fangride. It's a mini CTM map. I've been having a heck of a lot of fun with that. And as of this video going up, I should be pretty close to being done with it. As of right now, I haven't actually finished playing through the map, but I'm guessing by the time this video airs, I'll be either done or very close to done. So it seems like you guys have really enjoyed that. I know Minecraft content is what a lot of you guys came over for, and especially CTM Minecraft content, and you guys have definitely gotten a kick out of this map, it sounds like, and I think that Fangride did a great job on it. So if you haven't already, I really recommend that you check out the map. I have links to the map download in all my video descriptions, so it should be pretty easy for you guys to get a hold of that. And fairly recently, finished off another season of Night Owl UHC. For people that are new, I am a member of the Night Owl, survival vanilla Minecraft SMP server. I don't do as much on there as I should. I really really should do more, but I definitely enjoy getting in on UHC matches and other things that they have going on. So that's a little bit of background on what's going on there. That was a pretty successful season of UHC. It's not the best I've done, but I had a lot of fun with it. A few things went really well. It was a match where, or a season where those of us that are on the Night Owl server teamed up with a subscriber, especially subscribers that are active with other Night Owlers and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. I was hanging out with Madman, aka Sweden Kebab, that's his in-game name, and we had a pretty good time. We had a good run at it too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed UHC. I know I enjoy playing it. I enjoy watching other people's UHCs as well. And then last little bit of news, not really news, just kind of an update. Finding Friends. Again, for new people, that is a series that I've just started at the beginning of this year. Every Monday, well, at late afternoon for me. I don't know how it works out for other people who watch, but I will find another YouTuber that's roughly the same size channel as mine and does roughly the same type of things, and I just make a quick video with them and get to know them and introduce them to you guys, and it gives you a chance to, find more YouTubers to watch, because why not? YouTube is awesome, and there's so much content out there to be discovered, and it gives me a chance to meet new people, to potentially do stuff with them in the future, and just kind of network some more, and just expand my group of friends, which I think is a good idea. And it's been a lot of fun so far. I've met some really cool people through it already. Started off with Sleep Cycles, really cool Scottish guy that plays a lot of the same type of indie games that I enjoy, and I've found out about some cool games because of him. And we've also hung out with the Draco's Fire, a big League of Legends guy, and we've hung out with a Dual Git and Fedrin and a bunch of other people from the Red Cube server, and Rock and Roll for Life, who's been a friend / acquaintance of mine for a while, and we've kind of done a few things together but never actually made a video together, so I figured this was a good chance to do that. And got some pretty cool other people lined up for the future. So it seems like you guys have really been enjoying the series so far. I've been having a lot of fun putting it on. And if you know of any YouTubers that you think would be a good fit for the series, feel free to let me know, to recommend people to me, because I want to find people that I would want to hang out with, but also that I would think you guys would enjoy watching. So if there's already somebody you do enjoy watching and you think that they could use a little more exposure, or you just think that we would hit it off well and make good videos together, feel free to let me know. I'll check them out, and if I agree, then I'll probably get in contact with them and hopefully do a video or two. So yeah, that's what's going on with the channel right now, different series. I've been doing pretty much daily content, if not more than that, especially with UHC going on. I've had a couple videos up on certain days of the week. And I want to make sure I don't get burned out on that, so once Vigilis Oculus is done, I might cut back a tiny bit, maybe devote a little bit more time to getting back onto the Night Owl server and actually doing stuff with other Night Owls. So it may not always be daily content, but I will definitely have multiple uploads a week for you guys to watch and hopefully enjoy. So yeah, just a little bit on that. What else do I want to talk about? So for the subscriber shoutout this time around, I'm not going to cover the people who have subscribed very recently because of Vex's video going up. I'm going to do you guys separately next time. Probably won't be another full month until I do that, but I do want to do that separately because there's quite a few of you that came over, and I do really appreciate that. So the subscribers that I'm shouting out to this time will be people that have just kind of trickled in regularly, finding me from one avenue or another. And let's see, what else? So for everybody, whether you're very new or somewhat new, or you've been around for a while, I really want to encourage you to stay connected with the channel by other means than just YouTube. I have a Twitter account that I'm starting to use more and more. I'm kind of an old fart, so I didn't really use it a whole lot starting off, but that's a really good way to get updates as far as when a video is released, and I use it for other things too, just for, keeping in touch with other people or showing goofy stuff that I found or what have you. That's a great way to keep in touch with me and just keep up on what's going on with the channel and stuff like that. So follow me on Twitter if that sounds interesting to you. I would really appreciate that. And I also have a Google Plus page set up because YouTube blackmailed everybody. Well, actually, Google blackmailed everybody into getting a Google Plus account if you want to be able to do anything on YouTube pretty much. So I do have that, so you can follow me there if you're into that sort of thing. And I also have a Facebook page set up for the channel. I've had it for a while, just kind of as a placeholder. And if you guys think that would be worth kind of being more active with, let me know. There's going to be a link to that in the description. I also have a link to it on my channel banner as well, if that's something you want to check out. And if there's enough interest in that, I'll start using it more often and find out ways to make that relevant and everything. So definitely check out the Twitter, but the other two things, Google Plus and Facebook, would be great ways to stay in touch as well. And because so many new people have joined recently, I have finally passed the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is absolutely amazing, and I really appreciate all of you people from whatever walk of life you happen to find me through. Really appreciate the fact that you like the channel enough, like my content enough, to stick around and be like, yeah, I'll watch this guy play games. So I hope that you decide to stick around for the long term. I love having a lot of people on the channel to interact with and get feedback from and just goof around with and, you know, create videos with, because I do stuff with subscribers every once in a while. So because of hitting that, I call it hitting a mark, it's just kind of, you know, it's a round number that humans like to to pay attention to. It's just a number, really. But because it is kind of a bigger number for me, I'm going to do a 1,000 subscriber special before too long. Maybe next weekend? Maybe? I have to work out the details and actually figure out what I want to do. I did a special for 500 subscribers, and I was live streaming that and doing a bunch of stuff with a bunch of subscribers. It was a little much for me to handle because I don't stream very often, so I might cut back a little bit this time around, but I still want to get subscribers involved, whether it's in like a TeamSpeak call or whether we're just playing Minecraft mini games together or something like that. I definitely want to get people involved again, and it's a big deal for me, so I want to make it special for you guys as well. So I'm thinking probably play some League of Legends matches. There's a decent number of my subscribers that play League, and I have a good number of friends that play it as well, so I can get them involved. Obviously some Minecraft stuff. Mini games are really easy to get a bunch of people involved with, so you can expect to see some of that during the special. And I also recently picked up the Humble Bundle of roguelike games, and there are some amazing games in that bundle. One game that I've been obsessed with for years now, The Binding of Isaac. It's one of my favorite games ever. And I am excited to give that away. And there's a good number of other games too, just saying. So I'm not sure how I'll give it away. It'll probably just be randomly some person that's involved with the live stream that's, you know, hanging out with us at the time. So stay tuned for that. So there will be more news coming down for the 1,000 subscriber special as far as when I'll be doing it and what we'll be doing and who will be involved and stuff like that. So stay tuned. I'll probably have you know, a separate video just for that to kind of explain it a little bit better. And let's see, what else do I want to talk about? I think that's pretty much it as far as updates and news and all that. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the new subscribers that have come onto the channel lately. So first off, I have got to highlight one person in particular because apparently I kind of forgot to mention them in the last couple subscriber shoutouts I've done. So I apologize. I feel bad about that. And they reminded me a couple times and I forgot a couple times, so I'm finally gonna get it this time. AntRocks42. Thank you very much for subscribing, probably a while back now, AntRocks, but I do appreciate it, and thank you for reminding me when I do forget, because I want to try to cover everybody that I can. And AntRocks does have an up-and-coming channel of his own, so you can find that in the description if you would like to see if there's yet another YouTuber you can subscribe to. And here go some other people that have subscribed since the last subscriber shoutout. Cabanical Wolfboy, Jordan Wellington Lint. Oh, and before I get any further, I should do a disclaimer here. This is a great opportunity to hear Cthulhu 2 horribly misinterpret, pronounce your name. So if you think that would be fun, stay tuned. Anyway, we've got Derek Hartley, Dash MK2, Lord Tyrannus, the Robotic Arbiter, Drakeos Fire, who is one of the Finding Friends guests. So thank you very much, buddy, for joining. Laurent the Epic 54, Don Liskey, Jordan the Fox 123, Mr. Sweet Sweet, Misery, Mr. Jeff Griff, Render XR, Moly Moly 32, ASAP Envy, Lunar Bahumut, something like that, Joshua Higginson, Arrowman 759, Dante SD6, Improbable Kate, I find that highly unlikely, Hangin' Tree, ooh, Hangin' Tree, 89, oh dear, Mini Miner, Pat F241, a Dual Git, who was another Finding Friends guest, Bill Duan, something like that, Lucas MM, Kevin the Retarded, Hot Taco 37, Nick Krajfs, Crajjfs, is that words? Krajfs? Now here's one for you. Ninja Sheep is Brown, video creator of Death and Doom. So that's first and last name. Ninja Sheep is Brown, video creator of Death and Doom. That is quite a title. Your parents are very creative people, I've got to say. Fluffy Echo, I don't know how that works. Kyle Michaels, Perillo 0 or Perillo 1? Wicked Skipper, moving on. Mr. Joe 9028, Suicidal Watchdog, Blancinois, it looks French, Blancinois, Mark PF 97, Agent 007, Corey Larson, Jared Charles, and Wyatt Russell, and last but not least, Patricia Fair. So thank you very much to all of those of you who I've just mentioned for subscribing. I hope to hear a lot more from you in the future. I hope that you will be active in the channel because I get quite a kick out of that. Now also, I have another little group of subscribers to do shoutouts for, because very recently I finally put together and finished off a channel trailer so that people who are unsubscribed, when they check out the channel, that will autoplay for them, and it's a really short, quick video just talking about me and my channel and why they should stick around longer. And in that video, I mentioned that if you, I'm not going to give it away right now, but if you do something that I talk about in the video, then I'll give you a special shout out in a video like this. So here goes with a group of people who did that special something after checking out my channel. So first off, it's Evil Teddy Bear. We also have Dave Ufels, and oh, Blancinoir was one of those. I forgot to put them in a different section. Thank you very much, Blancinoir, for hanging out with me in the channel. The Wargamer 11, and they have a channel of their own, which you'll find in the description, as well as T3N Plays. You can check out their channel as well if you think it's something you might be into. Sam Jaffe. Now, okay, get ready for some butchering here. Vloyo Yoelye. Yeah, something like that. Isisalizer? Yeah, I'll go with that. And call this a username. And we also, last but not least, in this section have Iron Mango, who, yet again, has a YouTube channel that they are pretty up and coming, so feel free to check them out as well. So thanks again so much. I probably said thanks way too much this video, but I really am very thankful. Just the fact that there's this many of you who bothered to watch my content makes this a heck of a lot of fun, and I'm very honored, very humbled by it. So thank you, and thank you. I'll stop saying thank you now. Thank you. Anyway, hopefully you've been enjoying the Spelunky run in the background. Like I said, it's one of the best ones I've had so far. Usually I can make it to the ice caves on a run. I've made it to the temple every once in a while, and this run is much better than that, to be quite honest. So let me talk about that a little bit, since I'm done with the subscriber shoutouts for this time. I'm done with the news and updates and all that. So let me just commentate a little bit, post commentary about the run I've got going on here. So pretty much ever since Spelunky came out, I've been watching one LP or another. I believe the first person I found that plays Spelunky was Northern Lion. I've been watching him for quite a while now, mostly because of the Binding of Isaac content. That first got me into that game, and then I found out about Spelunky through him, so I've watched a lot of him. And he also has a good friend, Michael A.L. Fox, who's really cool. He doesn't upload nearly as many videos nowadays as he used to, but he is amazing at Spelunky. He's gotten some really high scores, and I've learned quite a lot about the game through him. And then more recently, I've found people like Fedrin who plays, and Sleep Cycles plays, and Burgasms plays. So I've watched quite a lot of Spelunky. So I just finally broke down for some reason and bought the game myself. I don't really know why I was waiting. Basically, I didn't need any more games to play than I already have, but I just couldn't help it any longer. So it's been kind of weird. Like, starting to play, I know a lot about the game. Like, I know different tricks and different things you want to do to try to get higher scores, and I've seen quite a lot of it. So I figured, you know, I'll probably be pretty good at this when I start playing. But it is really difficult. Like, crazy things will happen. You'll be running around at 10 health, and you'll be hanging out in the ice caves, and you've got a Kapala and a shotgun and all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, you get smacked by a Yeti, and then you fall off the face of the earth, and your run is over. So things can escalate very quickly with this game, which makes it really fun. Like, you can't let your guard down, no matter how good you are at this, or it will punish you. So trying to turn my viewing experience into playing experience has been weird. But it definitely has given me a leg up on the pile. Like, there's not a lot that catches me off guard because I've seen so much of it. It's mostly just getting the mechanics down and actually getting used to playing it myself. And that has been a heck of a lot of fun. Now, as far as controls are concerned, I didn't have a way to hook up my wireless Xbox controller to my PC at the beginning. I didn't have the wireless receiver, and I didn't have an actual corded controller. So I started off playing with just the keyboard controls, which I thought were pretty clunky. Since then, I bought kind of a knockoff cheapy cheapy wireless receiver off of eBay. Tried to get that hooked up and spent hours this one day trying to get the computer to recognize it. And the computer would recognize the receiver, but for some reason none of my games would. It was really weird. So I basically just gave up on that, and I've just gotten used to the keyboard controls, which really aren't that bad once you get used to them. I still think I would prefer the controller, but I'll make do. So that's been a little strange, getting used to those. But what else? I guess, yeah, I'm going to be doing some... Ooh, oh, that was a good job. Good job, me. Sorry, I'm watching the run in the background right now. I will be doing some daily challenge videos. It's been around long enough that I don't feel like I need to do an actual LP of the game and like explain how things work and stuff, because there are quite a number of people on YouTube that will explain it much better than I have, or they already have ad nauseum for the last like year or so. So probably just gonna be my hijinks through the game as I feel like playing it. So right now, in the run, I am completely set. I've got a crap ton of bombs. I've got a crap ton of items: jetpack, pitcher's mitt, all kinds of boots. I've got the Kapala, which is amazing. If you guys aren't familiar, the Kapala is something you get for sacrificing people on altars, and basically when you damage either passive or aggressive people in the game, they will bleed, and if you pick up enough of that blood, then it'll be converted back into health for you. So it is an amazing item that's almost essential for long-term runs. Plus I've got the jetpack. So what I've been doing in this run that I haven't really talked about as it's been going on is I'm trying to get through hell and trying to defeat the actual end boss King Yama. And to do that, you have to go through quite a lot of steps. I'm sorry if you guys are already familiar with the steps, but I just want to run through them real quick, just in case people aren't. So early on, when you are in the cave, the caves? Is that what it's called? The first area? The mines. The mines, there we go. You can find a golden key, and there's a special locked chest. And if you combine the two, the chest opens and you get the Ujat Eye, or the Eye of Ujat, or something like that. And what that does, well, first off, it shows you where gems are hidden in the walls, so you can either use a pick to get to them, or you can blow up the wall to get to them, something like that. But also, when you are in the jungle, one of the stages will have a hidden exit that will get you to a place called the Black Market. And the Ujat Eye will start tinking and blinking and stuff like that to let you know when you're close to that secret exit. You usually have to bomb the wall or something to find out about it. So once you go into the Black Market, it's full of shopkeepers and different shops and stuff, but there's one item that costs 50,000 gold, and it is the Ankh. So you can either steal the Ankh or buy the Ankh, one way or the other. And then later on, once you get into the ice caves, which we just previously got through, there's one level that has this big head statue, the Moai statue or something like that, kind of like what you'd see on Easter Island. And if you die on that level, then the Ankh revives you inside that statue. And that gives you the head jet, which if you look at my little icon list of items up in the top left of the screen, that is the little hat thing on the far right. And when you have the head jet, and you manage to get the scepter I'm holding right now, ooh, that was close. When you have those combined, when you're here in the temple areas, there's a golden door right... No, look down, look down, look down. It's almost on screen here. There's a secret golden locked door, and you can use the scepter on the door to get to the City of Gold. So, you guys still with me here? There's a lot of steps here. I don't know how people found this stuff out originally. There's the door. So, once you get into the City of Gold, there is an item that I will find before too long called the Necronomicon, which fits in pretty well with who I am, Cthulhu 2. If you guys aren't familiar, the Necronomicon comes from the writings of H.P. Lovecraft, which is also where Cthulhu 2 comes from. I'll have you know. Thank you very much. So I thought that was a cool little nod that the game designers put in there. And, whew, this is long. So once you get the Necronomicon, when you finally get to the first end boss, OLMEC, the Necronomicon will show you where another secret exit is. And if you can get OLMEC to fall down into the lava by where that secret exit is, you can ride him down, and before he sinks, you can go through that secret exit, and that will get you to hell. If you just beat OLMEC normally and go through the normal exit, then your run ends there. But it's not the true end of a run. So if you can get to hell and get through, I believe, 4 hell levels, then you will get to the actual end boss, King Yama. And I won't spoil anything else there, but if you can beat him, that is like the true end of the run. And from what I've seen, it's really hard to do that consistently. And I was not expecting to do that at all. Oh, so here we go. I just picked up the Necronomicon, and I really wanted to get my shotgun, but it was covered up by a bunch of debris. So I just flew away as quickly as I could and managed to actually stick Anubis 2, with a couple bombs to kill him. So you don't have to kill him, but if you don't kill him, he'll show up on the OLMEC boss fight, and that's just a little more stuff than you would really want to deal with. So yeah, so those are all the crazy steps you have to go through to like legitimately fully beat the game. And I figured it would take me a lot more practice before I managed to pull that off, but I got really lucky, and I honestly did pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with myself. And one thing that I've been doing a lot when I'm not recording is just practicing robbing shopkeepers and then dealing with them later on. I did manage to, actually through Ryan / Lorgon111, a YouTuber I've really enjoyed for a while. Through him, I found out about a really easy way to rob shops. So that's basically a surefire way to kill off that first shopkeeper and rob him. And then after that, you just kind of have to be aware of where they are and know how to deal with them. So I'm using a lot of bombs on this guy. I got pretty lucky there. And then I have to use a couple more bombs because there is that thwomp right by the door. If you're not aware, if I get in range of that guy, he will just like smash me. Insta-kill. So I managed to just take care of him, didn't want to try to deal with him or juke around him or anything. So I just beat the City of Gold. That is a great place to rack up money because anything that you destroy will leave gold behind. I didn't have enough bombs to really take full advantage of that, but I got a decent amount of change there. So this is the first boss fight. I don't know if it's King Olmec, I think it's just Olmec. So if you go up to the top, there's usually a good amount of money and or item crates, so it's always smart to go up and check that first. I didn't have climbing gloves at this point. That was like the one main upgrade I did not have, so I had to be a little careful to not overextend my jetpack because it does not have unlimited fuel. I think later on I did biff it once, but it wasn't anything run-ending or anything like that. So when you're in this boss fight, if you can manage to get up to the top of the level, it's always good to run around and check to see if there's any bombs and stuff you could use or any items you may be missing that would be good to have. And if you want to try to increase your score, there's a good bit of change up here as well. And one thing I wasn't expecting is there's an unlockable character up here. That's the little coffin you can see up at the top there. I don't know if it's just completely random or what, like where you find these characters. I think there's 16 different playable characters you can unlock. So I've found a good number of them so far. Oh, there, yep, there's the derp. But they're kind of fun. They're different skins you can use to play. Like right now, obviously, I'm not using the main skin. I'm using this little robot guy that I think you get in the mothership area, which is kind of a secret level you could find. I just think he's awesome, so that's why I used him. So if you look, to the right of my score, you see the Ujat Eye, and then to the right of that, you see the Necronomicon, and he is chomping like crazy. That's how you know where that secret exit is, and that's why you want to have the Necronomicon. I don't know if you have to have that in order to actually go through the door, or if you just want to have that to help you find the door. I don't know enough to say that one way or the other, but I know it is good to have it at least. So basically, when you know where you're going, you can see the door down in the bottom there. You could either try to coerce Olmec into stomping really hard on the floor and breaking blocks for you, which is dangerous. I've been able to do that, but it's very dangerous, and I had enough bombs that I was able to just bomb open a path for him to fall down, which is much easier and safer in the long run. So I am just working away at that. I had just enough bombs. I was really worried about it coming into this fight, but thankfully there were a couple bomb bags up at the top of the level that I was able to collect to give me just enough. And whether you're using Olmec to get to the secret exit or not, I'm pretty sure that getting him to fall through the floor into the lava is the only way to actually beat him and go through the exit. Whichever exit it is you're shooting for. I don't think there's any other way to defeat him. So you gotta watch out with this lava. There's the little lava men that are hopping around. I put that rope there just in case I needed to grab it, in case I ran out of jetpack fuel or something. So basically, once you get your hole set up, you just want to line Olmec up and get him to drop in there for you. So I missed it that time, but I think after getting him aligned with the wall, he should drop right in. And in you go. I just barely got in through before that lava man came and tried to ruin my day. So, now we are going to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. And I'm actually just going to kill my little sidekick that I unlocked there, because the AI for those guys is extremely derpy, and I've seen them end people's runs because they accidentally throw a rock at you or just screw you up somehow. So I decided to just take him out of the equation. And I had to bait those bats towards me because they were in really nasty spots with those spikes underneath them. So I didn't want to have to deal with that. And I only have 7 health at this point. I wasn't really utilizing my Kapala as well as I could have. So really don't have very high health at this point, so I try to play it as safe as I can. And these hell levels are crazy. You've got these spike balls flinging around, you've got these little spiky-headed blue imp things that will either jump at you or rush at you. And this is a nasty spot too. I've got that that shopkeeper there waiting for me at the exit. But I think he was bugged or something. I was trying different ways of getting his attention so he'd start running around and hopefully fall on the spikes. And he just was not cooperating. I didn't have any bombs that I could throw at him, which was really giving me issue. So I'm like, well, maybe I can throw the skull at him or something like that. And if you wait around too long, as you probably noticed in some of the earlier stages, you will get a ghost coming after you. He's like, hey man, hurry up, play the game, get to the exit. So I was really worried that I'd be running out of time. There's all these other creatures around that are trying to ruin my day. So I was thinking, I'm probably not going to make it through here. This shopkeeper is going to end me. But I don't know what the deal was. He wasn't holding his shotgun, as you can see, and he just was not moving. So I think I just decided to, screw it, I'm going to go for it, and just pop on his head. And then thankfully the tiki chap took him out. So I really have no idea what was going on there, but it worked out pretty well. And so that's the first stage of hell. At this point, well, when I was recording this, I'm just like, there's no way this is happening. There is no way. I've never had a run even nearly as good as this. And the run where I just decided to start recording turns out to be the best run I've ever had, which is pretty awesome. So I was really pumped. I was hoping I'd be able to make it further. I had no idea if I would be able to or not, but I was pretty pumped. Now, one other thing to mention about the hell areas is there will actually be 2 damsels on the level. And one of them is not a damsel. One of them is a, what's the term? A succubus. So she's like almost a vampire type of thing, disguised as the, ooh, careful, disguised as the damsel. And the way to find out which one is which is to pay attention to how often they call out for you. So like if it's a chick damsel, she'll say help every once in a while. If you go for the doggy damsel, then he'll bark every once in a while. And the fake damsel will do that more often than the real damsel. So you gotta kind of sit there and just listen to him for a little while, because if you get close to the fake damsel, she'll attack you all of a sudden and start doing a bunch of damage. And you may panic and die, which is not a good thing. And so here I am, just sitting back, hopefully pelting the shopkeeper, trying to clear him out before I get to the exit. And it worked out really well. He was in a great spot for me to just sit back and shoot him, and basically there's nothing he could do. You have to hit the shopkeepers 3 times with a shotgun to take him out, and if you can get them once, if you can get them hit once, they drop their shotgun and they're sitting there dazed, and then you could just pelt them the next 2 times if you're quick enough. So if you get the drop on them, they're not too difficult to deal with. It's when you're on uneven ground, or you weren't paying attention, or weren't expecting, that things can get really nasty. There are a lot of benefits to killing shopkeepers. You get a lot of extra gold, you get the shotguns pretty regularly, you get to rob their shops for free, and get a lot of good items that you may just decide to pass on if you actually had to purchase them. And it seems like once you get practiced enough with dealing with shopkeepers, it's usually worth it. Most of these successful runs I've seen have, had involved killing shopkeepers. So that's one reason why I've been practicing a lot of that in my spare time, just to be able to deal with them a little bit better. And it definitely helped out on this run. I can't remember the initial shop that I robbed. I can't remember why I did it. It might have been because of the jetpack. The good runs I've had have all involved the jetpack. The cape is nice. It lets you fall slower, but actually being able to fly around with the jetpack and go back to previous areas to recollect things or something like that, just the extra maneuverability is so important, I feel. So gotta be really careful with all of the tiki traps here. I knew that the exit was close by, so I decided to start shooting back here from safety, and worked out pretty well. And you can tell if the shopkeeper is dead by if the kind of action music stops playing. Unless there is a shopkeeper vault somewhere. That's like a little box set in the wall that has a bunch of chests with loot in them. And if there's one of those guys, he'll just kind of keep running around inside that box when he gets aggroed, and that'll keep the action music playing. But anyway, more important stuff. This is the King Yama fight. So off the bat, there's those two like ox head guys, I think. They can be pretty nasty, but I managed to kill them right away with the shotgun, and they each drop a bomb box when you kill them, and each bomb box has 12 bombs in it. So that was very much needed, because I was out of bombs. And the way I knew how to deal with this fight is because of what I had watched from Michael A.L. Fox. So I knew a really easy way to go about this fight. Like you stay on these chains under blocks because stuff will fall from the ceiling to hit you. Ooh, that was close with the bat. So I knew what to do. I didn't execute it exactly correctly, as you'll see pretty shortly here. But if you can do it just the way Mike does it, it's pretty easy. The thing that threw me off though was the spike ball at the top here. So I'm sitting here, King Yama's in the middle, slamming his fists down and stuff. And if you get up to this height, you can just sit there and shoot at him. And then what you want to do is break a couple of those blocks above you and put a rope up a little bit higher. Unfortunately, I blew up the very top here to get rid of that spike ball, but that also got rid of my protection from stuff falling from the ceiling. So I didn't really think that one through. So this fight got a lot nastier than it should have. So yeah, you can see right there, it's all those skulls that make up the walls. Those will drop down every once in a while. So I lost my shotgun just then, and I attempted this a couple more times and get quite a few close calls, because there's all these lava men falling down from King Yama's head, and there's stuff falling from the ceilings, and it got a little hectic. So if it hadn't been for that spike ball in that one area, I would have been able to set things up just right to get a really easy King Yama fight. Because if you do it this way, it is really quite easy. So I'm trying to find different ways to go about it, and it's just not going very well. I'm looking for my shotgun again. It's not down here. Go up, Cthulhu. Go look up. It's up there still. There you go. So now I'm getting worried. I'm down to 6 health. I'm starting to make mistakes. Things are not going right. So I know I need to get my shotgun back, and I'm just not doing it the best. I don't know what I was trying to do there. So basically, once I get my shotgun back, I'm like, okay, I need to go clear the other side and try getting things set up there, because this is not working. So anytime now, try to get my shotgun back. Come on. Come on. Okay, so yeah, you gotta wait for King Yama to quit spitting up his lava. And then, oh, you missed it. Try it again. Oh, you missed it. There you go. Alright, got the shotty back. That's not, at this point honestly, a shotgun isn't necessary with as many bombs as I have, but I think I was kind of panicking and I just wanted to make sure I had it just to be on the safe side. So there's enemies on this side, and there are spike traps every once in a while that I think I decide to remove later on, because last thing I need to do is get hit in the head by something like that and then get knocked into a spike trap and have it end my run. So do it, Cthulhu. Okay, so I put a rope there so I'd be protected. And there you go. Get rid of the spike trap just to be on the safe side. And I don't know if I have the right height. Oh yeah, there you go. I killed King Yama. I killed him! So I'll probably speed up the end here, because basically all that's left is there's some loot on the far right, and then right below King Yama there's a big vein of rubies that you can blow up and gather to kind of just boost the score at the very end. And I've seen people do that, and I had enough bombs, so I tried doing that. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this run. You'll probably never see another good run like this on the channel, gotta be honest. It was a heck of a lot of fun to play through though. Felt good, man. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much again to all the... Oh, nope. I said I wouldn't thank you guys again about subscribing, so I'm not going to. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the updates. And again, feel free to check me out on Twitter or Google Plus or Facebook to just stay more connected with the Cthulhu 2 channel. Like I said, I really enjoy getting you guys involved with what I do, and that's a great way to go about it. So stay tuned for another update video about the 1000 subscriber special, and I will have another video dedicated to people who have come over from Vex's channel and decided to hang out here at this channel as well. Alright, adios guys, see you again next time.